Good evening. I'm Alan Handley. Welcome. We're live here at Creekbox TV on Sports Talk, and I got two of the most popular people in Clinch County right now at this point. The head ball coach, Coach Jim Dickerson, and the assistant head coach, Coach Don Tison. Boy, what an exciting game last Friday. I tell y'all what, I know that you wanted to play in the bins, but it was worth the wait to go to Ocilla and play in a college atmosphere. I mean, that's what it felt like, Coach.
Well, it did. Just a smaller stadium packed. It felt so good. The only thing I can remember similar to that is the 2004 Hawkinsville
Yeah,
game.
I mean, you talked about that. It
Yeah.
was, the field was closer. That was it. If
That
you
was
take the
different.
track away, and it probably louder Friday.
And that's right.
Just added an extra week of practice, and one of my questions is, what did we do different this time than what we didn't do last time, other than win the game?
Well, we got number 7 back.
That had a lot to do with
That
it.
helped a whole lot.
That's right.
And we just got a little better. There was a lot of difference with who was playing in certain positions.
That's right.
From the first game to the second time we played them. Up front on the offensive line and obviously in the backfield. But we just got better at executing, got in a little better shape, understood what we did well a little better at that point in the season. And in the beginning of the season, we were still kind of figuring things out.
That's right.
Had some new faces up there. And so, the kids mainly, they just wanted it more.
That's right.
I think the first time we went over there and played them, I still think we were a little unsure of ourselves. We had just lost to Brooks County, and they were a very good team, and going over to Irwin, I just don't know if we had any confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And I think going over there this time, there was just only one way that we could leave there and feel right about it and go over there with some confidence and try to win and beat them.
That's right. When I coach, you lose to them in the regular season. As long as you can win state, do you mind that?
Well, we kind of got a plan next year. We're going to lose to them on purpose and hope they get the opposite bracket, and then we'll run into them in the finals again.
That's right. I mean, this is the second time the Panthers have played Irwin in the last 3 years for the state championship. And Coach Buddy Novers is a great coach. He's been to 3 state championships in the last 4 years. Is that right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
I mean, so he's doing something right. I mean, he's a good – but it's just going back like Coach Don was talking about how the offense – but now I'm going to have to tell you, I helped you in 2004, and to me that's the best all-around defense in the history of Clinch County.
Right.
But Friday night's defensive effort in a state championship game has to be some kind of record. I mean, the way Coach – the extra week, I don't mean
Right.
you spoke, did that help you prepare?
Oh, man, there was no doubt. We wanted to play in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, but, man, I think in our 10-game regular season schedule, 9 of them were spread teams.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody in the playoffs was spread teams.
That's right.
So, we had a week to get ready for Irwin, which is totally different than defending a spread team, and I think it's a blessing in disguise. We changed so much and were able to break down so much more with that extra week's practice.
Mm-hmm.
It's just phenomenal. All of us, we were probably going to base out of the 50 is what we based out of when we played them in the regular season.
That's
They
right.
beat us.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Chase and all had wanted to base out of the 40 all week long, and he sold me on that, and he's done a great job. Coach Tison, the offensive coach,
That's right.
he come up to me and said, how much have you worked on their 2-point play? Because they didn't have a field goal kicker, and they go for 2. And
That was huge Friday.
and he reminded me that could swing the game. And we went in and we broke down every 2-point play they had and kind of knew what they were going to run depending on formation. And, man, just being able to prepare an extra week. I know Don laughed at me, but you could actually go in our coach's bathroom, and we had X's and O's drawn everywhere, even on the mirror, on the mirror in the coach's bathroom.
I
We had X's and O's, and we tried to, Coach Winston, Coach Chase did a great job, but at the end of the day, those 11 guys executed it.
Well, see, I was nervous, and that's why y'all get paid the big money. I thought it benefited them to get healthy because they had played 3 physical games in the playoffs. So I said, man, we're going to push it back a week, and then we're playing in Irwin.
Well, I tell you, Alan, too, they had the distraction of bringing in bleachers.
That's right.
Getting everything up to par. You know, we tried to argue it needed to be moved to a neutral site. They didn't want it to be, so they were fighting everything and trying to accommodate and bring in porta potties and everything. And, you know, their mind wasn't just on the football game. And, you know, I really think that was a huge advantage. We may have won in the Mercedes-Benz Dome, but we certainly won in Irwin County.
And looking at it, where had you rather have won at?
Irwin.
There you go. And you're the same, Irwin.
Well, you know, obviously those kids, one day I want to get to visit the Mercedes-Benz Dome. I don't mind waiting now. But I do know how the outcome was, and it's certainly sweet to win over at Ocilla where we hadn't won very much in recent history.
That's right. That's right. Man, it was a great game, great atmosphere. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back and talk about some more football. We'll be right back.
Carter's Fried Chicken in Homerville has become the gold standard for fried chicken barbecue and catering. Carter's also offers a full menu of other tasty items and is open on Sunday. Thanks, Chad Brown, for making dining at Carter's a family tradition in Homerville. Go Panthers!
Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ. Huddle up. That's right, huddle up at the Huddle House in Homerville and Lakeland before or after the game. And if you can't make it to the game, watch all the live action here at the Huddle House. Remember, Huddle Houses of Homerville and Lakeland have a full menu with something for everyone, with prices that can't be beat. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, 24 hours per day, Huddle House is a game-winning recipe for the entire family. Go Clinch County Panthers, go Lanier County Bulldogs, and don't forget, huddle up at the Huddle House.
Jerry J's is the best Boston butts and ribs around. Meat so tender and tasty that it practically melts in your mouth. We have a variety of home-cooked meals and the best breakfast in town. And don't forget about our barbecue sandwiches. Jerry J's can cater your event and looks forward to serving you in Homerville, Waycross, and Douglas. Oh yeah, if you can't make it to the game, drop by Jerry J's in Homerville to watch the game live on Creekbox TV while you enjoy one of the many items on our menu. Go Panthers!
Good evening. Welcome back to Creekbox on Sports Talk. I got two of the most popular people in Clinch County with me. My buddy, Coach Jim Dickerson, the head ball coach. My other buddy, the assistant head coach, Coach Don Tison. He's also the offensive coordinator. And Coach Tison went into this game. I said, man, we're going to have to score 28 probably to win. And, I mean, 21 was enough because the way the defense was playing. But you left some points on the field, you know, not taking nothing away from Irwin. But I felt like we could have had 21 more points.
Oh, yeah. Well, we missed a field goal, and I thought it was good.
Man, I was celebrating on the sideline.
I'd already put my hands
That's
up.
right.
And he hit it good. I guess he just barely missed it. Mm-hmm. So that was 3. And then right before half, you know, we faked the punt and got down there and had a great opportunity. And we tried to throw the jump ball to our big receiver.
That's right.
And, you know, that's about as safe a play.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, and, you know, we practice it a lot. You know, and we coach him up to throw the ball up, you know, so he can go up and get it because he's 6'7". And, man, the ball just came out of his hand wrong. He said as soon as it came out of his hand, he knew it was a bad throw.
Well, man.
And so that was at least 3. You know,
right.
If we don't catch the touchdown and we just kick the field goal.
That's right.
We're well within his range of kicking it, so that's at least 6. And then we had those 2 turnovers in the second half, and that's at a point when we were rolling. I feel like on offense we were able to.
Oh yeah, we were gouging them 7 and 8 at the time.
Yeah, we 5, 6, 7 yards up a clip, right. And you know, and they did a great job. You know, it wasn't just that we fumbled the ball. They made great plays on defense. That Lundy kid came up and stripped it from Charles. He's a big, strong kid.
And Charles is a good athlete.
And he's a good athlete. And man, the kid just made a great play. Charles didn't do anything wrong. Kid made a play. And then the other one, when D'Antonio fumbled, the free safety came up and put a good hit right on the ball. I mean, he came and D'Antonio didn't see him coming, and he stuck him and hit it right on the ball, and it knocked it loose. So they made some good plays right there, but, obviously we don't want to fumble. And
No.
I feel like if we don't fumble there, we probably score 1 or 2 more touchdowns.
That's right. Man, and looking at talking with Coach Dickerson, when I used to help y'all a little bit, when a team's running on you, it don't matter what the score is, but when you're driving the ball, and I mean, you're getting beat a lot worse when you're getting beat up front. The way we were beating them up front, we started. It was a great game defensively coming out, and then you kept to your game plan, and we started getting the 3 and the 4, and then we were where we wanted to be, 3rd and short. We'd bring Tresman in, get the first down, go with the clock, get a new set of chains. I mean, and it was working. Then we fumbled. And, man, I don't know what it was the last 2 games of this, and I've heard Coach Dickerson say this many a times, when you win state, and looking back in 10 when we beat Eagles Landing. That's right. You got to be lucky to win state championship.
No doubt.
Not just good. You've also got to be lucky. I've heard you say that a number of times, Coach.
Well, and listen, let me tell you this. Everybody talks about, and it was as well as we played on defense all year long. And, and I believe in what Coach Barber says. If you're going to win a championship, you got to play defense.
That's right.
But I'm going to tell you, our offense did exactly what we wanted them to do.
That's right.
We give up 1 yard to them in the second half for -1.
-1.
But here's the fact. They only ran 3 offensive plays in the third quarter.
Yeah.
That
shows you the offense is doing their job.
What we want to do is, and our game plan is we want to keep the other team off the field. We want to use up the clock. We want to win the time of possession. We want to win the rushing yards. And we accomplished all that. Our offense, I think, had 350-plus yards done.
Something like that.
350-plus yards. And we don't play a lot of guys both ways. And, in the third quarter, our defense was on the sideline. Theirs was out there the whole third quarter.
That's right.
So when it come fourth quarter time, we were fresh. And, man, and that meant a lot. That was as much as game planning, being fresh. So everything works out, and that's our game plan every week. We want to win football games.
That's right.
And to win football games, you've got to win the time of possessions. Usually you have to win the turnovers, and you got to play good defense.
That's right. Now, and look, coming into this game, and I may be wrong, Lundy had like 686 yards rushing in the playoffs coming into this game. And how many did he end up with against us?
About 20 or something, 22.
Yeah, on what, 16 carries?
Yeah, I don't know exactly. It was very low, but very proud of that. Tresman and Taj, and you could not ask for 2 better linebackers in Class A. And, their game plan, right or wrong,
that's right,
was to step with Lundy. When Lundy made a step, they were to match steps. And boy, I felt good about it. I was nervously feeling good, anxiously feeling good. But with those 2 guys, and you're their Reed and you're their Spikey, they're going to be around you.
Well, I was impressed with Dwayne, number 50.
Oh, man.
And Mincy, the second half. I mean, I don't know what y'all said to him at halftime, but Mincy came out the second half, and he played like he can,
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you something about Mincy. He goes out with special teams. Most of our coaches and the big portion of our team goes out with specials, and they're there for 20 minutes. And I sit in there with the linemen that don't go out. About 10 minutes, about midway through the specials, Mincy walks back in the locker room and looks at me. He's supposed to be on the other end of the field warming up with the specials, and he says, "Coach, I can't play tonight."
What?
I heard this story. This is gospel truth, man. He walks in and says, "Coach, I can't play tonight." And he's supposed to be out there, and he's sweating profusely. And I said, "John, wait a minute now, what?" And he said, and then I thought about it. Down there in that end zone that we warmed up on, they had so many bleachers brought in.
That's right.
And they were hollering and clapping and rattling jugs. And he got so emotional. I said, "Are you having a panic attack?" And he says, "I think so, Coach."
Well, I stepped in there on the pregame.
and I said, "Look, we got 10 more minutes." I said, "Just sit down here in the locker room by yourself." And I said, "Just, calm down." But that was how emotional that game was.
Well, you telling me that now, it makes sense. Usually your pregame, you do such a good job of jacking the team up. But I noticed this game, you was calm. You told a story, and you said, now we're just going to sit here and relax for the next 10 minutes.
That's just because I run out of things to say.
That's what it was. Well, I thought that was genius.
Yeah, well, it's genius when it works out. But I done said all that. And we got excited, and I got in there and started about 20 minutes when I only needed 10.
And then
So I just told them we was going to have 10 minutes of silence.
I recorded it all, so I got But man, I tell you, it was something exciting, and I seen today, Don, that Charles has signed with the University of Cincinnati. Is that right?
That's right. Yep, he signed today. Today was this is the first year they've had that signing day in December, and he wanted to go ahead and sign, and he's going to enroll January 6th.
Man, and I'm looking. I think he's going to get some playing time.
And that's why they wanted him to come on up there. They had asked him if he wouldn't mind, because they're kind of hoping that he's going to step into a major role.
That's right.
Being a running back.
And we're going to have 2 Panthers on Cincinnati's team. Chance and Manac also signed with
I
Cincinnati.
seen that. He went to Cincinnati also.
He went to Cincinnati also. So
as a defensive lineman,
as
linebacker,
a defensive end.
a defensive end.
So, that Cincinnati sees exactly like the Clinch County sees.
Right. That's right.
So we're going to have a lot of Cincinnati, Ohio fans here in Homerville, Georgia
right.
now.
Yep.
That's right. Now we got, and then of course we're not through signing. I'm sure we got some more seniors that'll probably sign, won't we?
Oh, absolutely. John Mincy will absolutely sign somewhere.
He's still looking towards Arkansas.
He's still looking towards Arkansas. In fact, their new head coach come to Homerville.
Marsh. Oh, did he?
He come to Homerville and wanted to really seal the deal, but and they really wanted John to go up Saturday morning and visit. Mm-hmm. But I think that would have been the last official visit you could make until after the first of the year. But I'll tell you now, there's several come in really good schools and offer John Louisville, Kentucky, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. So he's going to have some really good choices.
I think Florida might offer him.
Florida may offer him. But
I just got a text from Coach Rance saying that Florida's contacted him, and they may possibly offer him. They may help y'all out a little bit.
That's right. Man.
After seeing Georgia's recruiting class.
I'm telling you, I've seen something little Austin put on there. They were talking about all the 5-star players that Georgia's picking up this year. I said, man, for the last 4 years, we've been wishing upon a star. We ain't had none, So maybe we can pick up one or two.
Well, that's what the old ball coach used to say. Georgia get all them 5 stars.
That's right.
But whenever we played them, they said they just couldn't. They always claim we just can't match up with that Florida talent.
That's right. Well, man, we're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back to finish up. We're going to talk some what we're going to do on the off year and what we got coming back for next year's team.
Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation.
Lutz, Brown, Piegler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned, has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. Jeff Brown and Eric Lutz make it a priority to know their clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. They offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. Lutz, Brown, Piegler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers!
Since 1972, Popeyes has been serving up mouth-watering, delicious, hot, and mild fried chicken and chicken tenders from its Louisiana kitchen. You know about our great chicken, but have you tried our tasty seafood? All of our menu items come with a Southern style all their own. On your way to or after the game, stop by Popeyes and remember we can handle all your special event catering needs. Conveniently located on Memorial Drive in Waycross, Popeyes puts a piece of Louisiana in every single meal. Subway, the Corner Pantry, and the Argyle Food Market are locally owned by Mr. Nick Patel, who thanks the Clinch County Homerville communities for all their support. Subway, located on West Dame Avenue in Homerville, is the go-to place for nutritious, healthy food, and Subway also serves a delicious breakfast each morning. We have catering platters to meet all your tailgating needs. Don't forget to drop by the Corner Pantry in Homerville and the Argyle Food Market in Argyle and pick up all the items you need at the best discount prices in Clinch County. Nick says, go Panthers!
Good evening. Welcome back to Creekbox TV. I'm the host, Alan Handley, on Sports Talk. I got Coach Don Tison and Coach Jim Dickerson with me. And y'all can see, Don, we're backwards on the screen, but right here, this is what we play for all year. Is that right, Coach?
That's it.
You know, you like how big is the region championship trophy? Is it bigger than the state?
I don't know.
You know,
We ain't get one this year.
Well, and hey, listen, and Don, correct me if we're wrong, but you were mentioning the senior class a while ago, and I may be wrong, and certainly stand corrected, but I think this senior class
That's right,
won
man.
region as freshmen, stayed as sophomores, region as juniors, stayed as seniors.
That's right.
Yep, I think that's right.
So they've been part of a championship all 4 years. Now, I could be wrong about that, but that's what I just thought of when you was talking about the senior
Well,
class.
now, so this senior class, they're going away with 2 rings. Now, do we have another senior class that won 2 rings?
Well, in '88 and '91,
That's right.
They were
when your daddy was coaching.
they were freshmen and seniors.
That's right.
Right.
But now this bunch were the major contributors.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well, also
on
you had
both teams.
2002 and 4.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That was
Yeah.
together.
Now, next year's senior class, they can go down in the history books.
Well, hey, listen, I don't want to throw Don under the bus now, but here's the fact. Now, this is what we got. Now, defense has got to be rebuilt. We lose 6 out of 11 on defense, but now on offense, offense, depending on whether McNeil or Tresman's in the game, but the offense potentially returns 10 out of 11 starters.
Well, the good thing is you got all your offensive line back.
They're going to average 50.
That's right.
There you go. We'll take because we may give up 49, so that'd be a
Hey,
good
long
deal.
as-
We
long
go
as we
11-0.
That's right.
Just need one more than the other guy.
You know, and looking at this, Coach Dickerson, you're now 139, 43, and 1. You know, in
Wow.
14 years, that's you're winning 9.9 games a year, losing 3. And the only other coach that is ahead of you is Coach Don's daddy, and I think he's 149 and 72. And he has 2 state titles, 88 and 91. So you're 10 wins away from doing something that we never dreamed would happen. And, you know, how many losing seasons did your daddy have? 3?
2, I know, maybe 3. I
3.
don't know.
I think it was 3 when David, his first year, and then mine and Coach Dickerson, Jim's senior year, and then my senior year. I was involved in 2 of them losing.
Dang,
You know what? I know.
Was it your fault or Harawayne's?
It was Harawayne's fault.
I figured that was more Harawayne than you. But now I will tell you, it was a lot tougher. It's a lot tougher. You know, he started from ground zero.
Oh yeah, he come in.
I think he started out day one as the head coach.
That's right.
And built the program up and started in '74, and then 1980 we were part of the first ever region championship team.
That's right.
Would have won state that
That's
year.
right.
We got beat on a Hail Mary, or that would have been his third.
Yeah,
one.
and I went to that game in Greenville. I'm trying to get Coach Larry Day and David Lee and Dennis Morgan. That your daddy set the foundation and the tradition that we're into right now. I mean, we've always had the tradition where, look, you don't want to play Clinch County because they're going to hit you. Yeah. And your daddy started that, you know, and I mean, that's something that, and the homegrown coaches, we've never had a coach to be the head coach that's not from Clinch County. And there's a lot of schools that,
Right.
well, all our coaches on the staff, I guess. Well,
the majority.
You picked up 2 from Lincoln County, which, and they did a great job.
They
I
did.
tell you, Dalton, I'm impressed with the line coach and the other coach, Price. I mean,
Yeah.
they did real well this year.
With Price, he helped Don out with Charles, and he told me, he may be wrong, that Charles threw for over 1,000 yards. He broke the 1,000-yard mark Friday night.
Yeah.
Who would ever thought Charles would throw for
I'm
1,000?
telling you.
Run for 1,000, no doubt. One coach I want to brag on, and I felt really bad. His name wasn't mentioned in the paper, but and he wouldn't care about any notoriety. But Rance Morgan.
Oh yeah,
Rance is a
hands down,
smart
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Even keel, keeps us all on an even level. Because I'm either way up or way down.
That's
There's no
right.
middle.
That's right.
But Rance is even keel, and he's developed potentially our biggest rising star in Jeremiah Johnson.
That's right.
Jeremiah was a guy that didn't even really start for JV as a freshman, and now he's a sophomore. And even though we'll probably have to build our offense to fit him a little more over the next 2 years, but he's already been offered by SEC schools. And Rance has really brought that out in 1 year.
Well, now, we're going to celebrate. I know the community. We have a pet rally set for Saturday. I think it's at 1:00. The football team's going to go up there and eat at 12. So, and that's something we need to do. The community. We're a tight knit community, and because there wasn't nobody left in Homerville the other night. We stood in. We got there at 4:00. We were actually going to go and tailgate with them Hendrickses. I was at 10:00, but they found out they wasn't going to let. And I know you've been seeing all that. Your daddy don't, Jamie's been putting that on Facebook. You and Don are just it's burning up on Facebook with the little sayings.
Wow, I know.
I've enjoyed it.
He's having fun with that.
I really want to encourage everybody, though, if they would, to come out to the train depot and to the fountain uptown on Saturday, a little bit before 1. Really want just a huge turnout. I don't even know what the venue is and the itinerary or whatever you call it.
That's right.
But I just know I want everybody there. This is not just at mine. It isn't Coach Tison's. It's all of Clinch County's.
That's right.
Moment. This is our moment for everybody, and we want everybody to come out and be a part of it. I don't know that we'll have music. I hope we do. If we do, everybody needs to know the words of Sweet Caroline.
That's right.
We're gonna sing Sweet Caroline.
I stood in line with John Davis and Uncle Charles, and then the superintendent, and we were there at 4:30.
Wow!
And and the line was unreal. They opened the pass gate like at 5:30, but the ticket gate didn't open till like 6. And our cheerleaders come to the gate, and they wouldn't let us in, and we had a big stereo. We were playing all our warm-up songs over there. We were louder than Irwin County. Our cheerleaders were doing too big. I mean, it was exciting outside. We had a big time. But now all this, we'll enjoy this. But now coming back, when we go back to school, I guess January the 3rd or 4th, whenever we do, is that when we start working on next year, Coach?
Absolutely. It's the old saying is you win when the stadium's empty. And the weightlifting nowadays is a big part of it. Me and you played where a 200-pound guy was a big guy.
That's right.
Nowadays, if you're 200 pounds, you need to be a wide receiver or defensive back. And weightlifting and I guess better nutrition has certainly changed it, but weightlifting is a part of the game that didn't exist back in the 70s and 80s. And to be successful, you got to start your weightlifting program hot and heavy in January.
And that's you and Coach Tison. I mean, that's basically the weight room.
That's
Is that right? I mean, both of y'all do the weight room together.
Right.
We got the new weight room, and it is nice. I mean, it's that, and I know you've been waiting on that for years. We finally got it built. Looking at next year's team, I know you were talking about offense. We got like 9 coming back now on defense. What do you think? I don't want to throw you under the bus. I mean, coming back, and look, I'm like this. As long as we got number 7, we got a chance.
As long as we got a bell cow like that.
That's right.
Bell cow, wild card, whatever you want to call it.
That's
both sides of the football. Look, he's rated as the top linebacker in the nation junior class. I don't know if he's that, but I do know he's awfully good. With him at linebacker, it's going to be hard for anybody to run the football. Right. So we're going to be a solid team. I mean, but as always, it's going to be a slippery slope. People don't realize the luck it takes with injuries.
Yeah.
If you get Tresman and another guy hurt off next year's team.
Well, when you get somebody hurt Class A, that's actually 2 starters.
It's a slippery slope, and how many breaks it takes and luck with injuries and all that it takes to get this far. I mean, it's unbelievable. A lot of years you have the talent to do it, but 3 of you stars get hurt, and you just go way down. So it's very hard to do. I don't know if folks realize how hard and how lucky you have to be to do this.
Now we will have a new schedule this year. Is that right?
We will.
The region obviously stay the same, and but we're working on filling up the rest of it.
Can you throw us?
Well, it looks like we certainly, Maurice wants to play, so we're going to play Brooks.
Yeah, I mean, you got
that's not really one we want to play, but it makes us better.
It does.
And, we're going to play Brooks. We Dooley County. Probably going to be playing Dooley and get a good look at that quarterback. And
we got a good look at him a month ago.
And I got a gentleman's agreement with
McIntosh.
Have
to score 60 this time.
With McIntosh. And now McIntosh, he kind of act like that they may wiggle out of it, so we may still be in search of our 10th game. So we don't know yet.
Your brother Brantley, they won't play no more?
Well, I wish they would, but their schedule's already full. MART resigned this year, my buddy over there. He resigned this year. Right. So, but anyway, we'll find somebody to play. We'll have a 10-game schedule. Like I said, know it'll be Brooks in our region, and Bo Lawson of Dooley, you know.
You're going to try to get us 5 home games in them 10 games, right?
Well, we'd really like to get 10 home games,
That's
but we're going to shoot for at least 5 of them.
That's right. Well, coaches, I know y'all are excited. And, here at Christmas, we've had a great season. I appreciate y'all taking the time to come on, and we'll see y'all Saturday at the pet rally. And, man, y'all have a Merry Christmas, and I'll be bringing y'all in, later through spring. I'll bring y'all back in, and we can kind of touch base. And, and any recruiting, Don, that we got, anybody coming up signing, we would love to get them up here and sign on Creek Box. Even if we'll go to the high school and do it.
And just want to touch on that. John Mincy, we know is going to sign. We feel like Taj Williams is going to sign, be it JUCO Division II, Division I, AA or 1. We don't know yet.
That's right.
We feel like Keb Grady's going to sign somewhere. So we got 3 or 4 guys that we think will certainly sign somewhere yet.
Well, Don, remember, Jim, he's supposed to remember, but give us a call, and me and Barry will run up to the high school, So
that's my reputation proceeding.
Well, when you're in the bathroom right next to the nose, Coach.
I wrote them everywhere, and that wasn't just the bathroom. I happened to be in the bathroom. I happened to be in the bathroom when he was telling me something, and I just drew it up there on the bathroom mirror.
Hey. Well, we appreciate it. I love y'all, and thank y'all for coming on, and we're going to take off next week for the holidays, but Sports Talk will be back the following week, and we appreciate y'all watching.
Thank you.
Carter's Fried Chicken in Homerville has become the gold standard for fried chicken barbecue and catering. Carter's also offers a full menu of other tasty items and is open on Sunday. Thanks, Chad Brown, for making dining at Carter's a family tradition in Homerville. Go Panthers!
Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ. Huddle up. That's right, huddle up at the Huddle House in Homerville and Lakeland before or after the game. And if you can't make it to the game, watch all the live action here at the Huddle House. Remember, Huddle Houses of Homerville and Lakeland have a full menu with something for everyone, with prices that can't be beat. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, 24 hours per day, Huddle House is a game-winning recipe for the entire family. Go Clinch County Panthers, go Lanier County Bulldogs, and don't forget, huddle up at the Huddle House.
Jerry J's is the best Boston butts and ribs around. Meat so tender and tasty that it practically melts in your mouth. We have a variety of home-cooked meals and the best breakfast in town. And don't forget about our barbecue sandwiches. Jerry J's can cater your event and looks forward to serving you in Homerville, Waycross, and Douglas. Oh yeah, if you can't make it to the game, drop by Jerry J's in Homerville to watch the game live on Creekbox TV while you enjoy one of the many items on our menu. Go Panthers!
Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation.
Lutz, Brown, Piegler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned, has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. Jeff Brown and Eric Lutz make it a priority to know their clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. They offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. Lutz, Brown, Piegler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers!
Since 1972, Popeyes has been serving up mouth-watering, delicious, hot, and mild fried chicken and chicken tenders from its Louisiana kitchen. You know about our great chicken, but have you tried our tasty seafood? All of our menu items come with a Southern style all their own. On your way to or after the game, stop by Popeyes and remember we can handle all your special event catering needs. Conveniently located on Memorial Drive in Waycross, Popeyes puts a piece of Louisiana in every single meal. Subway, the Corner Pantry, and the ARGYLE Food Market are locally owned by Mr. Nick Patel, who thanks the Clinch County Homerville communities for all their support. Subway, located on West Dame Avenue in Homerville, is the go-to place for nutritious, healthy food, and Subway also serves a delicious breakfast each morning. We have catering platters to meet all your tailgating needs. Don't forget to drop by the Corner Pantry in Homerville and the ARGYLE Food Market in Argyle and pick up all the items you need at the best discount prices in Clinch County. Nick says, go Panthers!